And just after he attended a reception by the Pakistani High Commissioner Abdul Basit in Delhi, Union Minister and former Army Chief General V.K. Singh expressed outrage on Twitter. The tweets are being seen as an open annoyance on display by the junior External Affairs Minister, who was asked to attend the event by the government. Now, his tweets, which were almost incoherent, but virtually gave an insight into his disturbed state of mind. Meanwhile, former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah also tweeted, saying that it is his job as the Minister of State for External Affairs to attend diplomatic events. All right, let's now go across live to Congress leader Manish Tewari, who joins us on the phone line. Morning, Manish. What seems to be the Congress party's position as far as this open duty and disgust tweet by V.K. Singh?
Well, good morning. Is that Sanket?
Yes. Yes, Manish.
Well, the position is very simple. If you are so disgusted with doing your duty, you obviously have the option of quitting. If the gentleman in question is so unhappy about the double take and double standards of his government with regard to Pakistan, he after all wore a uniform till yesterday. He has always the option of quitting. Either do your duty and don't crib, and if you are disgusted with your duty, quit.
Okay, Manish, also, this seems to be, a fair conclusion that the Congress party is drawing. But what really about the fact that there was a meeting that took place, whether the event was the National Day function or a celebration or not, but the fact is that the separatists or, the Hurriyat did meet the Pakistani High Commissioner. I mean, the exact reason why 6 months back the government decided to cancel talks. What seems to have changed as far as the government is concerned?
Well, obviously, there is pressure, and there is international pressure, and this government is acting under that pressure because there has been this constant that we need to fight terror on the western border of Pakistan. So therefore, the eastern border may be tranquil, and what Pakistan does across its eastern border, those people can, for all practical purposes, go to hell. So obviously, the government has succumbed and buckled to that pressure, and therefore you find this U-turn or double take. You see, the bottom line is Pakistan or the Pakistani establishment or the generals in Pakistan are not going to stop sponsoring terror, whether you talk to them or you don't talk to them. So what the Prime Minister has to decide and tell the country, that is it worth talking to Pakistan, notwithstanding the terror which has come from across the border, or has the time come to put up a tall wall from Kashmir to Kathiawar and forget that Pakistan exists for us as a country? That's the fundamental question which this government has to answer to itself.
Now, Manish, one point, perhaps a conclusion that I can draw after reading your tweet is that you feel, and correct me if I'm wrong in assuming, that you feel that General V.K. Singh was a scapegoat. He was sent to attend this event because there were certain ministers who perhaps refused or declined to attend this particular event.
Well, nobody can become a scapegoat if he or she does not want to. The fact is, the convention, as I understand it, if it has not changed, is that ministers are informally sounded whether they would be willing to go. You always have the option of saying no. You don't have to say yes. There is no compulsion to go. The MEA informally asks you whether you would be available or you would be comfortable in going. And if you are uncomfortable or there is some discomfiture, you can always say no. And I can very reliably say from personal experience that that's been the case with me.
All right. Manish Tewari, senior leader of the Congress party, joining us this morning on the latest tweet where he feels that if V.K. Singh is so disgusted that he tweets on duty and disgust, then in that case he should offer to step down.